Hello students, in our last video we have read about one of the application of Gauss theorem, that was electric field due to straight linear conductor. In the later section, now we are going to discuss about the second application of the Gauss theorem, and that is the electric field due to uniformly charged hollow sphere or spherical conductor, as you can see here. So in the previous derivation we have discussed that for every application of Gauss theorem we need to proceed on in 3 steps: the consideration, the Gaussian surface, and then the application of Gauss theorem. So proceeding in the similar way, we have assumed an spherical conductor with charge density sigma and the radius capital R. That was the part of the consideration, and the distance of the point of observation to be small r from the center of the sphere. So this was the part of the consideration. Now let us assume an spherical Gaussian surface. This is the spherical Gaussian surface which is concentric with the sphere and is passing through point of observation. So that the Gaussian surface has radius equal to small r. Now according to the Gauss law, we can implement the surface integral of electric field over the closed Gaussian surface. We can use the Gauss theorem to implement here over the Gaussian surface. We have closed surface integral EDS equal to Q inside over epsilon naught. For the Q inside, we can evaluate, as we are available with sigma, that is charge density. So if we multiply sigma with the surface area of the sphere, we can have the Q inside the Gaussian surface, that is sigma into 4 pi r square. Elaborating E dot ds, we can have E, magnitude of ds, and cos 0, since at the Gaussian surface at any point electric field and the area vector would be in same direction. So we have electric flux EDS cos 0 equal to sigma into 4 pi r square over epsilon naught. E being constant in magnitude at every point of the Gaussian surface can be taken out of the integral sign. So integrating over the entire Gaussian surface, we have E. Integrating over the entire Gaussian surface, we have E into 4 pi small r square equal to sigma into 4 pi capital R square upon epsilon naught. Cancelling the terms, we have electric field outside the spherical surface equal to sigma over epsilon naught r square over small r square. Here we have cases, as we can evaluate electric field outside the sphere, at the surface, and inside. So let us discuss these points. So for the case 1, at surface, if we talk about the electric field at the surface of the sphere, then the point of observation, the distance of the point of observation from the center will coincide with the radius of sphere if our point of observation lie at surface of sphere. So we can say that at surface capital R will be equal to small r, so that we have E surface equal to sigma over epsilon naught, r square over r square can be cancelled, that is E surface, that is electric field at the surface of the spherical conductor, would be sigma over epsilon naught, and it will be normal to the surface.